I'm not saying that this is Bigfoot.
What is he doing?
Take me back to old Yazoo. Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it.
On April 15th, 2025, the YouTube channel, The Wandering Series, released one of its most disturbing explorations to date. Known for filming spontaneous adventures generated by the infamous Randonautica app, the creator sets his intention for this particular trip on something lighthearted: money. But what unfolds during the video is anything but fortunate. Armed with only a stick and his camera, the creator sets off into the Canadian wilderness.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Wandering Series. Hey, it's finally nice out again. That means we can go do some Randonautica, because look, it's gorgeous. Sorta kinda. It's plus 20 out, which makes it really nice, but it's not officially spring yet, so everything is just like dead. So basically, let's get this train rolling. I did get this pro membership, so now I don't have to worry about points. I'm thinking I'll probably do like an attractor, right? And we want to attract some money this time. It didn't work last time, but today maybe the spirits will be nice to me and will give me some money. Hey, that wouldn't be too bad. So let's start. The place is in the water? No, it's actually not, if you look. Well, we can start heading over there. That looks like to be our first spot. So let's start heading out.
The opening of the video is him hiking up hills and trudging through brush, clearly enjoying the randomness of what the app might bring. The first Randonautica point leads him to an unexpected location, a rusted, abandoned excavator sitting eerily in the woods. It's not entirely out of place, but odd enough to raise questions. There's no construction site nearby, and the machinery looks like it hasn't been touched in years. He documents the surroundings, noting the isolation and decay, before moving on.
Let's see here. Still way more down. But it looks like if we take this way, right? Because I'm feeling, it looks like we got to go up this hill and up there. We just got like a rig out there. I kind of want to go like check it out. But they just got, yeah, an excavator? Pretty sure that's what it's called, an excavator. Just out in the boonies. That's sort of kind of cool. Oh, but this is a perfect example of being able to lift you guys. You can like kind of get in there. Is there anything? Are the keys in there? Can I take this? Oh, I kind of take that. Oh, if only my hand was a little bit longer.
While it doesn't satisfy his original intent, it sets a subtle tone of unease. The second point is far more disturbing. This one leads him deep into the forest to what locals refer to as the dollhouse. It's a shack-like structure littered with children's toys, broken dolls, stuffed animals, and bits of clothing. The objects are arranged in ways that feel purposeful, too deliberate to be mere trash. There are no signs of life. The shack has become somewhat of a legend, a place visitors occasionally add to, making it less of a structure and more of a living art piece that has evolved into something darker over time.
I found the king of the homeless camps down here. Wow. Look at this. Oh, wait, Murdell Island. Doing guy not much. What do we have? Oh, we got Rainier. We got a baby. A lot of the heads seem to be missing. Well, that can't be good, can it? Who is that? Snow White? Yeah, Snow White lost her head. Other baby lost her head. This baby still has sort of kind of a face. Someone has a little head obsession with babies, it seems. Oh. Look at this. Really kind of weird, isn't it? It's like a bone.
Even with others nearby exploring, the presence of the shack brings a heavy atmosphere. The toys are weather-beaten, some burned, and some nailed to the wooden walls, forming an image that's hard to forget. But the most disturbing moment occurs as he prepares to leave the area. While walking away from the dollhouse and filming his thoughts, a sudden voice echoes from the trees. It's a human voice calling out for help. The YouTuber is now clearly unsettled. He pans the camera around but sees no one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of it, isn't it? Alright. That's what? The dollhouse? Okay, back on track. It's pretty cool, right? That's like the weirdest thing. That was more interesting than any of these Randonautica spots. But I guess if I wasn't doing Randonautica, I wouldn't have found it. So, oh, it's the spirit. Who knows? All right, but I think we just head to our final destination, which I think is just over here. Did you guys hear that? Someone just yelled, "Help." Like, it wasn't them. That was like a different voice. I'm gonna have to actually review that. That's weird. What's going on here? Someone yelled help. I swear someone did. I don't think it was them. That sounded like more over here.
What makes it especially unnerving is that the voice doesn't match the tone or location of any of the other visitors he had encountered at the site. It's off in the distance, from an angle he had not previously explored. Though he briefly debates investigating the sound, he decides against it. He continues onward to the third and final point, where he finds himself in a small clearing. It's peaceful, uneventful, and devoid of any signs or structures. He laughs it off as another bust in terms of his money-focused intention, but admits that the experience was still one of his most intense.
Let's take a look at the map. Actually, it's a little bit before the excavator. It's not very accurate, but it's right here. I think I'm standing on it. Well, that's the trip, isn't it? That's it. This is the spot, eh? I thought it was the excavator. This is just a whole lot of nothing. It is kind of pretty, though, right? I've struck an out. No money. 0 for 3, right? Well, can you guys see that? How do you do it? Something like that? 0 for 3. Kind of disappointing, isn't it? I was hoping to find some money. The only one that could have been, well, probably out on the shoreline. Maybe there's like buried treasure. I should maybe bring like a little shovel. Be like, is there any treasure here? Do some, what do you call it? I was going to call it grave robbing. Treasure hunting. Treasure hunting. That's what we're doing.
While Randonautica didn't lead him to financial treasure, it delivered a psychological journey into isolation, symbolism, and possible danger. Was it all coincidence, a trick of the environment, or did Randonautica really lead him to something or someone that didn't want to be found? What did you make of this encounter? Let me know. Before moving forward, do me a favor and give this video a like, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before August, and I also got a surprise for you once we reach 100K. Now, enjoy the rest of the video and watch till the end because there's a hidden word somewhere in the video for you. Let's see if you can comment the hidden word correctly. The YouTube channel Grassman58 is known for its quiet approach to strange wilderness phenomena, and this particular video is a perfect example of that. In it, the creator takes viewers to a secluded stream bed deep in the forest near Colville, Washington, where he stumbles upon something both puzzling and unnerving. A trail of massive human-like footprints that defy easy explanation. From the start, he isn't proclaiming wild theories or sensationalizing what he's found. Instead, he documents the discovery with deliberate care.
Okay, it's August 28th, Sunday morning at about 9:35 a.m. I came across what appears to be tracks along this stream bed. Not sure exactly what made them. I'm not jumping the gun and saying that whatever it is what I'm thinking, but I'll just show you. First impression, marked with a Coke can. And you can see I got more cans set up going in that direction. Come over kind of make out the heel, possibly, maybe even a toe. Then we come over, another impression.
While exploring the banks of a cold mountain stream near his campsite, he begins to notice impressions in the earth, shallow at first, then more distinct as he follows them. To better capture scale, he places soda cans next to some of the tracks, and even uses a plaster cast to preserve the clearest print. The impressions range from about 15 to 19 inches in length, with widths around 7 inches. One footprint sinks roughly 2 inches into the soil, evidence of considerable weight from whatever or whoever left it behind.
You can see the stride is pretty good distance from one another. Now, I'm not saying that this is Bigfoot, but sure looks interesting. Kind of see the impression where the dirt's got pushed back. Maybe some toes here, possibly. Just seems like kind of a small heel. But this track is very interesting, so I casted it. It's at least a inch and a half in, but definitely some toes here. Couldn't really make out if there was a fifth toe or not, but I casted it just to be on the safe side.
He notes that the tracks seem to follow a deliberate path, possibly descending from the hillside and crossing the stream. Even more intriguing is the stride length, up to 5.5 feet between each step. For comparison, the average human stride is about 2.5 feet. This suggests a bipedal creature of unusual height and leg span. The directionality of the prints, their even spacing, and their size all point to something that doesn't match known forest animals.
Let's see what it measures out to be. About 15, it's a little over 15 inches long. About 7 inches again. Pretty interesting. Distance between center of the toe, or center of the foot, to other foot, about, say about 4.5 feet. Let's just put that down for a second. See, it's a pretty good stride.
Interestingly, he also comes across what he describes as fresh scat nearby, although he doesn't identify the source. This adds another layer of mystery to the scene. Something large had clearly been moving through the area not long before he arrived. Another thing he emphasizes is the freezing temperature of the stream. It's not just mildly cold, it's the kind of cold that would discourage any barefoot travel. This makes it difficult to imagine a person intentionally walking through it unshod, especially with such long strides and no supporting tracks from shoes or boots. The uploader's theory is that if this was a person, they'd have to be exceptionally tall, barefoot, and comfortable trekking through icy water in the middle of nowhere.
So I'm not sure, but maybe it came down from that direction, across the stream, which is freaking ice cold. Maybe that's the track. I'm not sure. Maybe one there. Not too sure if that's a toe imprint or not. Kind of kicked up there a little bit, you can see, but not sure. Possible another, maybe a tow. Not real sure about that. Not sure about this. Could be bear. Could be anything actually, I don't know.
To keep things objective, he compares the sizes and distances of the tracks and uses a firearm as a size reference next to one of the prints. He estimates that whatever made them had a consistent stride and significant weight, again hinting that these aren't casual impressions made by campers or hikers. The video ends without a big revelation or confrontation. This encounter feels genuinely unexplained, and that's often far scarier than anything caught on camera. On May 5th, 2025, the YouTube channel Driveline uploaded a short but chaotic clip that quickly circulated among trucking forums and social media. The video captures a moment at a Love's truck stop, where a truck driver appears to have reached his limit and begins behaving in a way that's both confusing and borderline alarming. The clip opens with the cameraman watching a fellow trucker who's clearly frustrated. In an odd display, the man starts furiously wringing out his laundry outside his truck, tossing clothing around and shaking water from the garments.
I have no clue what's going on. What is going on? What the is going on? Loves laundry right here. He is pissed off about something. What is he doing? He's wringing his clothes out. Some kind of manual drying method here. Yeah, he's wringing his clothes. He went Somebody tell me in the comments. Somebody help me understand.
At first it seems harmless, just someone drying wet clothes in an unconventional way. But his erratic movements quickly escalate. He kicks his floor mats out of the truck and throws what appears to be a freshly spilled cup of coffee across the lot. It's suspected that the trigger for the meltdown was a simple but infuriating mistake: spilling a full cup of hot coffee all over his cab, clothes, and gear. If that's the case, it would explain the frustration, but not the full extent of the reaction.
Oh, this is floor mat. Oh, he kicked his floor mat. He is mad at something. Bro. What is going on? I don't even understand this. Wow. What? Okay, just threw out a cup of coffee. Okay, I'm gonna guess he got him a fresh cup of coffee, got in his truck, and spilled that fresh cup of coffee all over everything. His clothes, his floor mats, his shoes. He's clearly pissed off, and he's pissed at his coffee, which, by the way, he didn't pick up, throw in the trash. So that's how stuff ends up just laying around.
Instead of cleaning up and moving on, the driver lashes out at inanimate objects, floor mats, coffee cups, and clothing, turning the typically orderly truck stop into his personal war zone. While no one gets hurt and no property is damaged beyond the driver's own equipment, the scene is bizarre enough to raise eyebrows. The YouTube channel My Man New has earned a reputation for exploring deeply unsettling solo camping locations, especially those tied to dark folklore and true crime. In this video, uploaded on May 20th, 2025, the creator goes to a remote riverbank in Indonesia, known for a disturbing story that surfaced just months prior. It was here that the body of a man was discovered, tied at the hands and feet, and weighed down with rocks, dumped in the river in an attempt to hide the crime. But long before his body was found, villagers began reporting ghostly visitations that seemed connected to his fate.
Oke, kita langsung ceritakan di lokasi ini kenapa saya akan bermalam di sini, karena ceritanya cukup horor dan cukup menarik banget bagi saya, teman-teman. Dan kita akan ceritakan secara singkat gitu ya. Nah, sebenarnya ceritanya sangat panjang, tapi kita ambil secara singkat gitu, teman-teman ya. 5 bulan yang lalu ya, di sungai sini, teman-teman, itu pernah ditemukan mayat laki-laki sedang diikat kakinya dan tangannya, teman-teman, terus dibandul batu. Jadi itu mayatnya itu nggak bisa naik ya, jadi dia di dataran air terus gitu loh, jadi di bawah air terus gitu, teman-teman. Itu kejadiannya sekitar 5 bulan yang lalu, teman-teman.
According to local accounts, strange nightly disturbances started plaguing the surrounding area not long after the man vanished. Residents claimed they saw a silent figure wandering through neighborhoods, often stopping in front of homes before disappearing into the night. Many came to believe that the spirit was trying to communicate with the living, perhaps to reveal the location of his hidden body. Eventually, a fisherman spotted what appeared to be hair floating above the water's surface, bound and dumped in the very river a man now camped beside. Motivated by his fascination with the paranormal and the spiritual folklore of rural Indonesia.
Sebenarnya ceritanya panjang, teman-teman. Kalau di luar buku itu malah kata Jawa Palembang sana, teman-teman. Nah, jadi malam hari ini kita santai-santai dulu ya. Ya, seperti biasa kita pasang CCTV nanti ya. Oke, aku santai-santai dulu.
As night falls, he deploys a CCTV camera pointing directly toward the water, hoping to document anything unusual. What unfolds over the next few hours is truly disturbing. As he settles in, strange sounds begin to filter through the quiet. The creaking of bamboo, footsteps splashing in the water, and the consistent rustling of leaves. At first, these could be dismissed as wildlife, but the pattern and timing begin to feel intentional. Then, as he reviews the CCTV footage later, 2 chilling moments stand out. At approximately 27 minutes into the footage, a dark shape can be seen moving across the river.
Oke, teman-teman, kita pasang CCTV, kita sorot arah ke sana, teman-teman. Ini barusan ya terdengar kayak ada langkah di atas air gitu. Ini sering banget suaranya, teman-teman. Terus di atas itu kayak suara bambu bergerak, nggak tahu angin, nggak tahu apa, teman-teman. Di atas ini barusan banget suaranya, teman-teman.
Then, around the 34-minute mark, a ghost-like figure becomes visible near the water's edge. It's standing still, directly facing the CCTV camera. Its posture is rigid, its form barely distinct from the shadows, and yet its presence is undeniable. For several seconds, it does nothing, just stands there staring into the lens before quietly vanishing. Later in the night, The host wakes to discover a cooking pot has moved several feet from its original position. There's no sign of animals or other campers nearby, and he had placed it securely before going to sleep. This physical disturbance, coupled with what the camera recorded, convinces him that something perhaps supernatural was aware of his presence. By morning, his energy is drained, the batteries on his devices have mysteriously lost power faster than expected, and he expresses genuine relief to be leaving. Despite his experience documenting haunted and spiritually active places, he admits that this encounter was one of the few that truly unsettled him. Like always, I'll let you draw your own conclusions to this encounter as well. This video, uploaded on March 25th, 2024, showcases a group of paranormal investigators who entered an abandoned and decaying estate, one reportedly steeped in unexplained activity. The building itself was a grand derelict mansion that once belonged to a wealthy couple, James and Anna, whose names are frequently mentioned during spirit box sessions. Early in their investigation, the group noticed strange smells that resembled burnt wood, different from the usual musty scent one might expect in a place like this. Multiple investigators independently mentioned the sensation of smoke and burning, a detail that often precedes reports of past fires or residual energy in haunted spaces.
Well, we're on an adventure tonight.
I think I found the way into this one. This door right here. Follow me. I'd say follow in that accent.
Follow, no, follow.
Follow.
Well, they're still up there, guys. It's just me and you. They'll be coming down in a second. Don't feel too bad walking around here though. I was trying to figure out which was the room James in. I don't know if maybe it's this one. It's quite a big, and we think that's been added. So, and it was like, was it 1800s? I did say it was in the 1800s that he died, I'm sure it was. This place is insane. The staircase. Oh, you would have seen that in the B-roll at the beginning.
They continued exploring the upper floors, setting up trigger objects and asking for any spirits present to interact. When they requested names, both James and Anna seemed to respond faintly through the spirit box. A voice softly echoed back one of the names in what sounded like a breathy male voice. The investigators acknowledged that these could be coincidences, but the consistency of names over multiple sessions raised their suspicions further.
Is this the room that James died? What's up with you?
I was just about to say exactly the same
Was you?
thing. Yeah, I was like looking at you, are you going to speak? Because I want to say it. And then it was like, no, you spoke.
Ask if James is here.
So we're in the room that we think that James, who owned this house back in 1850, was it?
I think that rings a bell. In the
In
1800s
the
anyway.
1800s. We think this is the room that James lived in. Do we have James with us? Or Anna? If you are with us, can you make a noise, please, so that we know that you're here? Give us a knock. Or a shuffle of your feet. That was behind.
That was behind.
And if I move like that, like I just did, it didn't make it.
No, it was like there.
Yeah. Bat. It just came out and went back in again.
Did it?
But it wasn't the
No,
cat.
no, no.
So was that you, James? Can you do that again for me?
As the session progressed, one of the team members began to feel physically unwell. The temperature noticeably dropped in specific areas, and goosebumps swept through several members, especially near a particular staircase. They noted that these cold spots didn't match the building's airflow or open windows. At one point, one of the investigators claimed she saw a face staring down from a top-floor window. The description she gave was an elderly woman leaning over the banister with bulging, unblinking eyes, watching them with unnatural stillness. This apparition caused one of the team members to break down emotionally. She later explained she'd had an experience seeing a ghostly child when she was young and had been chasing paranormal answers ever since.
At the top of the stairs, there's 3 windows. In the one on the right, out of my peripherals, I could see somebody. So I looked up to find an explanation for what I was seeing. There was an old lady. And she was head over the banister looking at me, and her eyes were just bulging like unnaturally out of her head, and she was just staring at me. Now it happened for like a split second and she was gone, but it felt like she was staring at me for like 10 minutes. I just froze. I froze like when I saw the boy. I froze and then I cried. I saw the boy when I was really little, and I've been chasing him for it ever since. And I don't even think I could have a camera. I'm so sorry. I'm not sad, I promise. Mum sees, for God's sake. I need to go through the voids, but I was stood on the landing of the stairs, because you go up onto a landing and then it splits off to the left and right. I was stood on that landing, so that window's up here, and I had my camera at the bottom of the stairs and it's not reaching the windows. I really don't think it is.
Seeing this old woman was overwhelming and felt deeply personal. She couldn't shake the feeling that the figure was trying to warn or scare her away. The rest of the group, although more composed, confirmed sensing the temperature change and the oppressive energy in the same area. As they explored further, one investigator returned alone to the location of the sighting, determined to make sense of what she had seen. She requested again for any spirits to reveal themselves or make a sound. The tension in her voice showed a mix of bravery and fear. While the rest of the team sifted through debris in a nearby abandoned pool area, she stayed near the stairs, pleading for any further signs.
You gave me goosebumps because obviously when I said I feel a funny feeling, and I said, didn't I? You said feel it here, feel it there, and I said I just feel it behind.
Her eyes were really wide.
Really?
She was like, it was literally a split second and she'd gone.
Take a second.
I know, another vape. Yeah, that's the temperature.
I've just gone really cold.
I don't know, how do you know?
It's gone to the left, over cold.
It was left.
Left.
Left. It was going left.
You said you're on cold.
Can you not feel how
I can
cold
feel it.
is?
Yeah, it is cold.
But it
It's cold.
is cold.
Look at my beard.
Oh God, it's like on end.
Yeah. I'm freezing. Oh shit.
I'm just
I know,
gonna,
I still found that
I'm gonna just have a quick vape. This isn't, I just need a minute. I'm shaking. I need to sit down. I need to.
Yeah.
At this point, she began feeling physically weak, cold sweats, shaky legs, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. These symptoms intensified the longer she remained alone. At one point, she walked toward a dark hallway, drawn by some inexplicable urge, only to experience a wave of dizziness and nausea. She described hearing light shuffling above her, which she took as a sign of something pacing on the upper floors. But what solidified the terror of this moment was when she peeked into a hidden corner of the house, underneath the staircase, and discovered what looked like a child's play area. A set of small chairs oddly placed, untouched by time.
I feel horrible. It's a cupboard under the stairs. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die. is that? Oh, that's the way in. I want to see this. I don't know why I'm coming on my own. Wow. Look at the little chairs on the floor. The chandelier.
The team concluded their investigation feeling deeply unsettled. The physical symptoms, the apparition at the top of the stairs, the temperature drops, and the clear emotional impact on one of the members all pointed to a profound experience. Whether James and Anna's spirits truly linger in the estate, or some other force resides there remains unanswered. The YouTube channel Exploring with Bear has built a loyal following by diving into some of the most unnerving locations with a fearless approach. But this particular video follows a night session where Bear and his crew once again test their limits. And this time, the consequences felt dangerously real. The video opens with the group setting out just before sunset, using Randonautica to generate coordinates based on the intention of something morbid. The app directs them deep into a wooded area, far from any visible signs of civilization.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jared Bear. For today's adventure, I'm filming with my nephew Jakey.
Hi guys.
We are in Helltown right now on this abandoned haunted road. We're going to try using the app Randonautica. And for those of you that don't know what Randonautica is,
Randonautica is a mobile app that uses quantum random number generator to provide users with random coordinates in their local area, encouraging them to explore and discover new things.
So essentially what Randonautica does is it takes your mind, it takes your thoughts, it takes your attentions and sends you by map to a location that when you arrive there, you're supposed to find something that lined up with your intention. Like if you're thinking something scary, it's supposed to lead you somewhere scary. If you're thinking money, like it could lead you to money. What do you think? Money? Creepy? Spooky? What should we do?
Creepy.
Creepy?
Creepy.
Creepy. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this Randonautica adventure. We're on this crazy, haunted, abandoned road in Helltown. Who knows what we're going to find out here? There's so many crazy stories about this place.
As darkness settles in, they find themselves navigating uneven trails, with only one working flashlight among them. Already a bad sign for a nighttime expedition. Almost immediately, the forest feels off. Unexplained howls begin echoing in the distance. While it could be coyotes, the group notes that the sounds are unusually human-like at times. These howls seem to circle around them, shifting direction unpredictably, heightening the sense that they're being watched.
And now it's getting nighttime too. This is when it's supposed to like come alive and do something to you. It's already got a way more spooky vibe though, don't it? This place, I'm telling you, at nighttime. And there's Wendigo, man. There's so much out here. It's insane. Take the camera. Take the camera. No, point it this way. Get this on film, not me though.
Bear, clearly unsettled but pushing forward, keeps his camera rolling as they press into the dark woods. The path leads them to a narrow bridge where the air becomes heavier and the tension peaks. It's here that they stumble upon ominous graffiti, with the word "die" scrawled near the base of the bridge. More disturbingly, what appears to be dark red fluid, possibly blood, is seen pooled nearby.
Oh man, what's that say?
That says die.
That says die on it.
That was not there.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that being there.
Is that like blood dripped around it? Look at the blood right there. Is that blood? Oh, look. Oh, there's somebody down there. This is the way we gotta go.
We're in the radius.
Man, I can't even see you on camera anymore. We're in the radius now.
Yeah, we're in the radius now.
Crap, we
Go farther and it's up there.
Hey, since I got the camera, can I use your flashlight? Because I can't see anything now.
I can use mine.
The group debates whether it could be fake, maybe left by a previous explorer or prankster, but the timing and condition of the scene suggest otherwise. Just beyond the bridge, their flashlight catches a group of silent figures standing in the distance along the roadside. They don't move or react. The group quickly switches off the light and retreats behind cover, whispering frantically. The figures remain completely still, watching, before finally disappearing into the darkness. Whether they were real people or something else remains unclear, but the psychological impact is intense.
Look, there's people up here. What's our radius? Our intent was morbid. Okay, well, look, check out the sides of the road real good. Look, man, there's freaking people.
If you're still watching, comment the hidden word strange.
That makes me a little nervous.
I don't remember that still being there.
No. Yeah, it said die. Oh man, what is going on? Here, keep your light down. Hopefully they don't see us. Oh, here's the bridge. And we're in the radius.
It's like right on.
It's like right on the bridge.
Yeah.
When they finally reach the Randonautica generated location, they discover a small weathered container hidden beneath foliage. Inside are items that feel deeply personal and disturbing. A used glove, a stained scrunchie, scraps of burnt paper, and a foul-smelling gritty substance that clings to their hands. One of the papers is labeled NU7, which they interpret as either a code or possible warning. The combination of items makes the group feel like they've uncovered the aftermath of something deeply sinister.
Do you see something?
Yeah.
What is it? Hold on. I don't like. Well, let's put the lid back on. Hold on. People are coming. We'll take that with us.
Okay.
We need to. What is going on here? That's a cool find. That's something.
Yeah.
There's like I don't know.
In the walkie.
Man, it's getting dark. We need to get back to. We'll check that out at the truck.
Yeah.
Let's go to the truck. Where'd you find that at?
It was like
Right at the corner of the bridge.
Yeah.
Were those people just on the bridge a minute ago?
On this bridge?
Do you think? Do you think that was from them?
I think it might be.
What are they?
As they begin making their way back to the vehicle, the fear escalates. They start to feel itchy, nauseous, and uneasy, potentially psychosomatic, but no less real in the moment. Even the discovery of an old walkie-talkie, possibly left behind on a previous trip, triggers a flood of paranoia. Bear questions whether it's wise to have interacted with the box at all. The objects inside feel more like a curse than clues, and the sudden health effects only reinforce their growing dread.
That looks. Hold on. I don't know if I would just touch that yet. That looks sort of. What is this? Hair tie. Really dirty. It's like got stains on it though. There's stains on that. A glove. One glove. There's a bunch of dirt and crap. There's like white dirt in there. It's a different kind of dirt.
What is it?
Piece of paper.
Number 7. And it's burnt on the sides.
Number 7. Here, let's show the camera. NU7. You think number, Jakey, stands for number?
Yeah.
NU7. Is that a stain on the side of that too? Is that burnt or is that like a blood stain on the corner of that?
That's burnt. You can tell from the black.
On the edges. I know that circle is, but what about on the right on the edge? Is that a stain?
That has to be
Or is that
burnt.
burnt too?
That has to be burnt.
That's creepy.
number 7 mean?
Number 7, I don't know.
Bear admits on camera that while he's faced many unsettling moments in past explorations, this one left him genuinely shaken. The strange figures, the threatening graffiti, and the disturbing contents of the box combined into an experience that went far beyond coincidence. The lingering question remains, was this simply a perfect storm of creepy finds and poor lighting, or did Randonautica lead them into the orbit of something truly malevolent? Either way, Bear and his team walked away with a story that continues to haunt them, and possibly a warning to never return. With this final encounter comes the end of another episode. If you haven't already, let me remind you again to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment about what you liked and didn't like about this video. We always look to improve our video quality so you get the best videos possible. In about 3 seconds, there will be more disturbing videos on screen for you to watch. And with that, I'm out.